This monthly 10 Songs episode is brought to you by Pop-Punk Takeout, which is a monthly subscription box that delivers merchandise from pop-punk artists from all over the world directly to your door in a takeout box. Now, for February 2022, they've teamed up with Tom Higginson of Plain White T's to put out a curated box of his choice and contains mostly artists from his record label, Humans Were Here. So to get exclusive merch items from Tom Higginson of Plain White T's and the artists on his label, Humans Were Here, like TLB, for instance, go to poppunktakeout.com right now and pre-order that box so it can get shipped directly to your door in a pizza takeout box. Pretty nifty. I can't believe I just said nifty.
I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bang a rang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.
You're listening to Pop-Punk Pizza with Jacques LaMore.
Hello, welcome to Pop-Punk Pizza Podcast. I am Jacques LaMore. You tuned into a fabulous episode because this is one of my favorite things to do with you. It's my monthly 10 Songs episode where I sit down with you and I share with you 10 songs that I think you should check out this month. So it's February 2022, and this is pretty simple. These are songs that I either pick or they were submitted to me from bands or publicists or managers, and then I put them together on a Spotify playlist, which is simply just called Pop-Punk Pizza Podcast. You can easily find it on Spotify, and the playlist changes every month. And the song, though, with the most votes in our Pop-Punk Pizza Podcast Facebook group actually stays on for another month. So if you listen to the 10 Songs episode and you went to our Facebook group and you voted for your favorite song from January's episode, you'll find out at the end of this episode if your favorite song from last month is staying on the playlist for another round. So let's get to it. 10 songs I think you should check out in February 2022.
Number 1.
Alternative Press named this band in their 10 unsigned bands to keep an eye on in 2021, and aptly called their music a fusion of pop-punk and post-hardcore with cathartic emo vocals and lyrics that make for an eclectic blend of their own. The band's latest single, Stay the Same, features Nick Thompson of Hit the Lights. This is a band called Gold Steps.
Oh,
Steps with their latest single, Stay the Same, featuring Nick Thompson of Hit the Lights here on Pop Punk and Pizza Podcast. That may just be one of my favorite songs in this month's 10 Songs episode. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it, but none of these songs are in a particular order. It's not like number one's the best, number two is, that kind of thing. It's literally, there's no ranking here. These are all amazing songs that I think you should check out.
Number 2.
After many shows in Europe alongside bands like State Champs, 4 Year Strong, and Man Overboard, and 2 EPs, Atlas for Home is back and better than ever with a new state of mind. Create the perfect mix between mid-2000s pop punk and modern pop punk. So pretty much like if Blink-182 and Alkaline Trio met neck deep in Knucklepuck in a studio to create a new album, or just to create new music that would be both emotional, heavy, positive, and honest. So Keep Going is the very first step of their mission with a sharpened riff and anthemic choruses, a 2022 version of We've Had Enough by Alkaline Trio, if you will, this song we're about to hear. So Keep Going is the first song in 4 years for the French band, and it's also the first song off their EP to be released later this year. This is Atlas for Home, Keep Going.
Said
list for Home from Paris, France. Bonjour.
Number 3.
Kerosene Heights is an emo punk band from Asheville, North Carolina. Inspired by the bands of the emo revival era, they combined aggressive vocals and heart-on-your-sleeve lyrics with melodic yet hard-hitting music. Now, sometimes mathy, other times reminiscent of old-school hardcore, always full of feeling. Kerosene Heights' first EP, No More Bad Dreams, is now available everywhere. Now, Brooklyn Vegan has said, if you like the noodly riffs and strained, shouted hooks of 90s Midwest emo, you should give this a spin. This is In Your Blood by Kerosene Heights.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll try my best to find it. You've got stars behind your eyelids, and tonight they look so vibrant. Tell me all the things you like, all the things you don't like hiding anymore. It's okay, I love you, however you
Number 4.
Number 4 is a delightful mishmash of diverse influences like punk, ska, folk, hardcore, and more, which this band has seamlessly blended into their lovable brand of rock music. Now, meanwhile, their down-to-earth lyrics are the cherry on top. The song is No Signs of Life, and the band is Old Currents. It's from their upcoming LP, The Glory, The Defeat, which comes out on April 22nd of 2022.
I heard your favorite song in the neighborhood bar. I'm wondering just where you are. You put the top back down in your old muscle car. Drove out west, somewhere real, real far. You're searching for your name
stars at night, no signs of life. Behind the tired and them weary eyes. Now all these visions of home, like I'm so alone. They lead away your soul, and I'm back to go. Don't bleed your heart out to see your name in lights. 'Cause at the end of the day, it don't burn so bright. 'Cause some give it all away, they never get it back. Well, I'm serious, my man, like a heart attack. Give me the stars at night, no signs of life. Behind the tired hands, them weary eyes. And all these visions of home, break the soul alone. They lead away your soul, and I'm back to go. Stars at night, no signs of life. Behind the tired hands, them weary eyes. Now all these visions of home, break the soul alone. They lead away your soul, and I'm back to go.
No Signs of Life by Old Currents. That's from their upcoming full-length, The Glory, The Defeat. It's going to be coming out this April on the 22nd. So just a couple months from now.
Number 5.
We're halfway into our 10 songs for February 2022 episode, which brings us to the one artist, or one of the many artists that's featured in this month's Pop-Punk Takeout Box. So Tom Higginson, he's not only the mastermind behind Plain White Tees, he also moonlights as a solo artist under the name Million Miler and plays the drums in punk rock trio TLB. Now, you can find music from both of those artists under his label called Humans Were Here. Now, TLB, they just dropped their first single of the new year called Fucked Up and Lonely.
Fucking special what we had, a love that felt so strong. How did things get so bad? It's like you flipped a switch and instantly I felt the lack of passion in your kiss. No happiness. That was really fucking messed up what you did. You left without a trace. Right out the door you slid, Houdini in disguise. You made me love you, then you vanished right before my eyes. Nothing but lies. Now I see the future that's in store for me. I'm drinking everything inside and spending all my days and nights fucked up and lonely. fucked up and lonely. I miss the old me. Fucked up and lonely. Oh, fucked up and lonely. Oh, fucked up and lonely. Oh, I miss the old me. Oh, fucked up and lonely.
Fucked Up and Lonely, the latest single from TLB. They had recently invited me to the Zoom release party for that single, and it was such a blast. Thank you guys so much for inviting me. Shout out to Caitlin from Humans We Were Here for all she does and making sure that we were a part of that fun event. And if you want to learn more about TLB, you can find the episodes that features either Tom Higginson or Eric, actually, of TLB as well. Not Eric, Darren. Eric is his brother. Darren, my bad. Don't hate me, Darren. I love you, man. I hope you're doing well. So, you know, this month's Pop-Punk Takeout Box, it's all centered around Tom Higginson and his record label, Humans Were Here. So, for a special Tom Higginson curated Pop-Punk Takeout Box, go to poppunktakeout.com before the month is up and order yours today.
Number 6.
Clearfight is an emotional pop-punk group based out of the Midwest area with deeply intimate lyrics, passionate vocal melodies, and roaring guitars. Clearfight is here to make an impact by creating heartfelt, melodic declarations surrounding topics like heartbreak, mental health, and trying to find positivity in difficult situations. So Clearfight's newest single, Which Way Is North, can be found on their debut EP, Comfort in Your Own Skin, which is dropping on March 18th.
Pushing me, but push up
Clearfight with Which Way is North. That's from their upcoming debut EP, Comfort in Your Own Skin. It is dropping on March 18th.
Number 7.
Easy listening pop-punk, pop-rock band from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Familiar Things, aims to push the boundaries of the pop-punk and alternative music genre. Now, with the use of any array of musical instrumentation, multiple-part harmonies, and catchy melodies, their songs have always been written for the purpose of feeling an emotion and to be able to sing and jam along to. So, forming in 2017, Familiar Things has always shared the common love of pop-punk and pop-rock, though their musical influences have gathered from many branches of music, from country to indie pop to metal. Now, in years since they formed, they've shared the stage with the likes of Icy Stars, The Happy Fits, Boys of Fall, Bronny, and many more talented artists. Now, the band continues to write and record at a nearly constant rate, and with each new release, they look to challenge the norms of the pop-punk and emo scene. So, Familiar Things' latest track is Wish You Well. Wish You Well by Familiar Things out of Philly. I swear, Philly has some of the best pop-punk bands out there, and Familiar Things can be added to that list.
Number 8.
We're up to number 8, so just a few songs left for you until we find out what song ended up being the fan favorite from last month's 10 Songs episode. But number 8 takes us to Berlin, Germany, to a folk punk band called Circus Rhapsody. And you can't help but be amazed by this band, featuring a diverse musical sound that combines the wild 50s rock and roll with ska and melodic punk. And they've got one hell of a live performance. And there's lots of free cotton candy included in that. The energy is unforgettable, and the show is a true spectacle. Spectacle. Last year, they signed with Mannequin Vanity Records and released their album Just Kidding. Now, the song I liked the most from the album was Invader Sim. It's just pure fun.
That I'm able to invade. Also, what would be my time that make one foot be scared? Living in a normal house like a normal child. Robo parents, my dog, no one work aside. Come, the world, I'm Invader Sim. I've got some memories in my brain that's smart enough to see. So I'm a spit a sip, the rest of me trust Michigan. The SW can't avoid gas, really doesn't care. On my way in panic in part 2. Come, the world, I'm Invader Sim.
Invader Sim by Circus Rhapsody out of Berlin, Germany. I know I had tiny conversations with them over Instagram, and I'm finally that they got to be a part of the show in some shape or form, because I really think Invader Sim is just a fun, goofy song. So, and we needed something like that on this month's 10 Songs episode, so thanks for sending that in.
Number 9.
Our second to last track takes us to a band called Ninebanks from Sunderland, United Kingdom. Now, Narc Magazine describes them as lively, bouncy, and true to the tradition of old school pop punk. Let's give a listen to Ninebanks' debut single, Innocent.
Lemonade. Your friend set it up, she said you didn't even know my name. And as we got it talking, I thought we could be ahead. You made me wanna dive head first into this relationship. This is what I get. And I'm feeling when you love me and it's cold. No, I got nowhere to go. No, this time it's not my fault. This time it's not my fault. Discontent. Every single word you say seems to spark an argument. And my head starts to wander, then my hands will follow soon. I questioned everything I did, it was not because of you. Just what I did to you.
Innocent, the debut single from Ninebanks here on Pop Punk and Pizza Podcast.
Number 10.
The last song on our 10 songs for February 2022 episode brings us to Massachusetts to a three-piece that blends new punk with pop punk and just a pinch of grunge. Now, the group is called Lielack, and it's not like the flower lilac. It's spelled Lielack. Now, the song they sent to me is called Blossom, which is kind of punny considering their name. Now, this song, it could easily get played on current top 40 radio right now because I host an afternoon shift on a top 40 radio station where I live, and we have so many songs right now that sound just like this. So if this song ever got played on a top 40 radio station, it would just fit right in, and I feel like a person wouldn't even know that the artist is an up-and-comer.
I was suicidal, Cobain was my idol. At a tender age in bloom, faded in a basement with a new replacement, looking for a different view. Yeah, I tried to put the bottle down, no one was left, they not around, and I thought that God had got me through. I'm starting to think it all was you, and I'm your pony boy and I'm still riding. Told you stay gold and you're still shining. I'm on the outside, but I wanna be home with you. Kisses on my scars, there's distance not too far. I'm all in, ain't folding. I got you, you're golden. Been drinking, call it wishful thinking. I'ma change my ways real soon. Cause I got bad behavior, and honey, you're my savior. Got me out my way, thank you. How did I make it through the night? Lost in the dark and out of sight. And I thought that God had got me through, but I'm starting to think it all was you. And I'm your pony boy and I'm still riding. Told you stay gold and you're still shining. I'm on the outside, but I wanna be home with you. I had a really hard time, but you kept calling. Diamonds in your eyes and I kept falling. Call me on the road, I'm on my way home to you. Kisses on my scars, there's distance not too far. I'm all in, ain't folding. I got you, you're golden. And I'm your pony boy and I'm still riding. Told you stay gold and you're still shining. I'm on the outside, but I wanna be home with you. I'm your pony boy and I'm still riding. Told you stay gold and you're still shining. I'm on the outside, but I wanna be home with you. Kisses on my scars, there's distance not too far. I'm all in, ain't folding. I got you, you're golden.
Lielack with their song Blossom, which blends new punk with pop punk and a pinch of grunge. I absolutely dig that track, dig that new wave of pop punk. So before we wrap up the episode, we have to find out what the fan favorite song was from last month's 10 Songs episode in January 2022. And you might be surprised on who ended up winning this poll. So I post a poll in the Pop Punk and Pizza Podcast Facebook group, and that's where you can vote for your favorite song, favorite 10 song episode of the month. And we actually don't have one. We have three. And that's just because the three songs that got the most votes, they all tied. They all had the same amount of votes. So all of these songs are going to stay on our Spotify playlist for another month. I'm not going to go ahead and play them all on the podcast right now, but I will mention them. No One Does Homecoming Like Us by All Systems Go, Concrete Feet by Splits, and then Best of Me by Protect Your Heart. All three of those songs had the same amount of votes. So all of them, I felt like it was only fair to let them all stay on the playlist. Usually I just do it for one song, you know, the song with the most votes. And this has actually never happened before. I've never had more than one song have the same amount of votes. So you get to jam out to those three songs from last month, and then the 10 songs that I just played for you on our Pop Punk and Pizza podcast Spotify playlist. You just got to search Pop Punk and Pizza, and it should pop right on up for you. And remember to vote for your favorite song in our Facebook group, and then the song with the most votes stays on our Spotify playlist for another month. Now, if you want one of your band's songs to be considered for a future 10 songs episode, you can email an MP3 of the song along with your bio and a press photo to 10songsepisodes@gmail.com. Again, that's 10songsepisodes@gmail.com. And of course, this 10 Songs episode has been brought to you by Pop-Punk Takeout, a monthly subscription service that delivers merchandise from pop-punk artists from all over the world directly to your door in a takeout box. Now, the February 2022 box features Tom Higginson of Plain White Tees and his artists on his record label, Humans Were Here. So make sure you snag your box today at poppunktakeout.com. I'm Jacques LaMore. Thank you so much for listening to Pop Punk and Pizza. Follow us on social media at Pop Punk Pizza Pod. You can subscribe and follow us wherever it is that you get your podcasts, and help keep the lights on by purchasing some merch at poppunkpizzapod.com. And remember, you can't make everyone happy. You're not pizza. Take care.
Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza. Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.